It's been almost 2 months already since we started this community quarantine from the ECQ, and now we are down to the GCQ, and a lot of things already happened during the start of this pandemic. Some are good, some are also not good, but I believe at the moment, I think most of us have already started to cope up with the situation that the pandemic is already around. I've created this video again because I remembered a friend asked me last week with 3 questions, and one of those questions lingered really on my mind. So thank you, Rosario, for that question. One of the questions that was asked to me by Rosario was, what are the things that I developed during the ECQ? And of course, because of the kind of work that I have, I really tried to become comfortable in being in front of the camera when I've been creating videos lately, so I would feel accustomed with this kind of thing. And also at the same time, I realized I wanted to become more comfortable with my rhetoric skills. So the way I communicate and the way I deliver words, or the way I discuss things via video and the likes. I personally is not someone who's very comfortable in taking a video of myself, although I'm a very selfie type of person. Kay sa picture kay pwede mo ka magpa-cute-cute, or sa video kay dili man good. So that is why I have this what you call this, I feel a bit of intimidated every time I'm in a video. But I don't want my brain to rot without learning anything. So that is why I'm trying to become an extra miler in using this technology. So one of the effects of this community quarantine is that a lot of people experience stress in varied forms. So na mga na-stress because they temporarily lost their jobs. Na mga na-stress kaya they cannot go out. Na mga na-stress kaya they feel so bored being at home 24/7. Na mga na-stress kaya they're afraid that COVID-19 will enter Bohol, of which naa naman yun karon. Na mga na-stress kay a lot has been changing, especially when the way we socialize and the way we go out in our community. So in short, stress is everywhere at the beginning of this pandemic. And because of that, a lot of people also did a lot of things in order to cope up. And that's good. If you are one of those people who try to divert the situation by doing something productive throughout the ECQ, then I tell you, you're doing the right thing. But if you allow yourself to be succumbed by these stressors, then I think you need to recheck and reevaluate yourself, because pwede na this could lead to something negative in your life. So we're already in this situation, and the best thing that we could do is to try to become productive amidst all the problems and the concerns. With all the stressors around, it's very important that we take care of our heart. Why? It's because we can no longer control what's happening in our environment, but we can control how we should react in what's happening with our environment. So for today, I'll be presenting to you a few tips on how we are going to free our heart from all the negativity that we're having now in our environment. So I have read a lot of articles in social media about possible ways that you could take care of your heart and protect yourself from all this negativity that is happening around us. But I've chosen this one post from Daily Devotion that I really find efficient and effective when it comes to handling yourself. So they're divided into 4. First is the things that we should do. Second refers to the things that we ought to know. Third refers to the things that you should not do. And fourth, the things that are just and is necessary in order for us to become more optimistic and proactive with the way we react towards different stressors. What are the things that we should do? I'll give you 3. 1, never expect. Second, never assume. Third, never demand. So, why do we need not to expect? Because things are way better when you least expect it. Meaning, tungod kay dili ka mag-expect, you get to surprise yourself with the possibilities that life will bring you. At the same time, when you do not demand, there is a possibility na dili taas ang imuhang standard. So kung dili taas ang imuhang standard, then whatever you discover will give you a good feeling and will give you genuine happiness. Then of course, we have never assume. Why? Because the moment you assume, you're giving yourself the chance na ma-misinterpret nimo whatever things are in front of you. So, not assuming things would give you the opportunity to ask and to re-clarify what is really happening. So, mas masabtan o mas dali mo ma-digest in order for you to choose the most appropriate reaction towards the situation. At this juncture, let us now proceed to the second category of how you're going to free your heart from all negativity. Under this comes 3 things. First, know your limits. Second, know your role. And third, know where you stand. So why is it important for us to know our limit? Because by knowing our limitations, we are accepting what are our weaknesses. So nga no di ay ug mudawat ka og unsay imuhang weaknesses. Remember, all of us have chances to improve ourselves and we are not perfect as humans. So therefore, it's okay that we keep on developing and flourishing as time goes by. When you know your limits, you accept kung unsay angay pa nimong i-develop. So therefore, in that perspective, kitaw ka unsa pay kaya nimong ikabuga in the near future. Next, know where you stand. Dapat kahibaw ka o asa ka dapita mo lugar. So, we have been seeing it in social media. It's actually a meme when they say nga, kung masukok kuno ka, dapat ilugar nimo. To know where you stand is actually you taking control over yourself and the situation. Ano man, it's because when you're in control over yourself and the situation, you could easily choose whatever responses that you have to give in every circumstance. So, mas malikaya nimo nga mahimo kang impulsive and therefore, mas ma-minimize ang chances for you to experience the negative consequences. And lastly, for the things or for the category on the things that you have to know, that is to know your role. So what is the relevance of knowing your role? Knowing your role would give you a proper emphasis on the things that you could do. So, remember, people are very influential. You yourself, your character, your attitude can influence others, whether in a good way or in a bad way. That is why you have to be very careful as to what role you try to portray in the community or in the family or when it comes to your friends or in whatever circumstance you are into. Why? Because this will always have a reaction not from you but from the people and the environment that you are into. Now let's proceed to the third category on how to free your heart. And those refers to the things that you should not do. Under this comes 3 things. First, do not get jealous. Second, do not get affected. And third, do not get paranoid. So why should we not get jealous? Because the moment we do so, it only means that you're focusing on your inferiority rather than on the things that are good about you. So remember, the moment ka mag-focus ka sa mga butang nga kulang sa imuha, you will never ever feel good about yourself. So even if you're being genuine about the things that you do, always you would feel half-hearted doing it. So therefore, dili ka ma-happy. So the second thing that you need to remember under the third category is never or do not feel affected. So, it is normal that we become reactive, especially when we get triggered. Pero, you have to remember that you have to choose your battle. Meaning, dili tanang butang, kailangan nimo reactan. Because remember, people have different perspectives in every situation. At the same time, that is why the mind is placed on top of our heart, because we need to think first before we react, because our reaction usually coincides by what we feel. That's why it's very important na we need to take control of whatever things that comes into your mind, because the moment you let your emotions control your mind, maudyo na siya kasagarang mahitabo nga mahaya nimo ang imuhang mga decisions. And lastly, under the third category is do not get paranoid. Or, wag advance mag-isip. Why do people always think ahead? It's because it's a defense mechanism for us. Meaning, mahadlok manggod ta nga ma-hurt ta sa whatever decisions that we do. So usually, it's better for us to think on the negative result rather than the positive. It's because we're afraid na when the negative result happens, ma-disappoint ka. So, remember, when you do something, we plan it. And sometimes, we usually desire for the positive outcome. So, unless wala pa nahitabo ang usa ka negative nga butang, then ayaw siya pangunahi. Nga naman, the moment you let your fear get ahead of you, or you get your paranoia to get ahead of you, then you cannot give the 100% of your best. Nga naman, it's because magduha-duha na lang kakanunay every time buhaton nimo unsay angay nimo buhaton. And we are now down to our fourth category on how to free your heart. And it has three things again. So the fourth category refers to the things that are just or the things that are important and dapat kini mong buhaton. So the three things under this are as follows. First, choose to smile. Second, go with the flow. And third, stay positive. So why do you have to choose to smile? Because we cannot change things no matter how negative we feel about it. Meaning, ug na kay problema, whether mo hilak man ka or mo katawa ka, still the problem remains the same. But it's different when you deal with your problem with a smile on your face. Ngano? Because the optimistic vibe will provide you more opportunity to think clearly. So, pag clear ang imuhang mind, mas daghang possible solutions na pwede nimong ma-create. So, it's also different when you handle things with optimism. Nga naman, mas naay chance nga mas okay ang iyahang outcome more than handling things with too much negativity in your heart. Then, we have to go with the flow. So it's understandable that when you desire something or when you make something as a goal, of course, naagid kay plano for that. But you have to remember na whatever things that happens while you are achieving your goal, you just have to get along with that. Mura ra gud na siya when you're traveling at night with no lights sa karsada and all you have is the headlights of your car. Diba? You're afraid of what might happen next, but still you trust on the road that is unfolding every time you pass one part to another part to another part to another part. So, that is going with the flow. Sometimes, man good, our plans don't work the way we want it. But it doesn't mean nga you're facing a lot of struggles along the way. Dili gid siya para imo. Life may give you so many challenges. Life may give you a lot of twists and turns. But if you really are determined to the direction that you are taking, still, maabot gid gihapon ka sa gustuhon nimo. And these bumps along the road will serve as your strength para makonquer nimo successfully kung unsa may gusto nimong ganahan nga ma-achieve. And last but not the least is stay positive. So, dili malikayan nga naagi panahon nga we feel negative about things, especially when we're becoming too emotional or when things are not good na lang kanunay. So, nagi tendency nga mag-negative ka. But, you have to remember nga there is a difference again when facing a problem nga nakasmile ka o facing a problem nga naghila ka. Asa siya mag-vary when it comes to the outcome. Why? Remember, a person is very strong. All of us have actually our own strength na kaya na to masurpass lahat. So, if we know nga masurpass raman din nato ang lahat, then always have the hope to conquer all your problems. I believe all of us are strong. It's just that we vary when it comes to the way we manage our strength. You just have to remember that you're not alone. If you feel like your world is already crumbling down because of your problems, you have to remember that there are also a lot of people out there having problems way heavier than you have. And kung nakaya nila, then most probably makaya sab na nimo whatever concerns you have at the moment. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something from this video I created. So next time na pod, maghuna-huna sa ko unsa na ko'y sunod akong praktisan. But I'm planning to develop na pod my voice-over skill. So with regards to my communication as well as delivery, gusto ko na siyang i-enhance. So, have a great day everyone. This has been Lady. Bye-bye!